Much. With spring training starting next week, a lot of folks, of course, spending time outdoors, especially as we head into the beautiful weather. It's important to learn about the damage that the sun can bring, so we want to learn about how to protect our eyes. Joining us this morning is Dr. Arlen Roper, and he is from Southwestern Eye Center. Thanks for being here this morning.
You're welcome.
You know, we really don't need to just talk about this right now, but all year round, especially here in Arizona, right, in the Valley of the Sun.
Absolutely.
Why is it so important to protect your eyes?
Well, your eyes can be damaged by the sun. Ultraviolet rays are out there, and they can really damage your eyes. And they can cause things like early signs of cataracts, macular degeneration, and the sun can actually even burn your eyes if you're not careful.
And you know what, I think people also say, oh, it's not that sunny out, it's cloudy, but even that alone can be damaging as well.
Absolutely. Ultraviolet rays can even make it through cloudy skies, so you have to be very, very careful.
Let's talk about the sun in the summertime. Is it more damaging when the temperature is hotter? It doesn't seem to be related there.
Not particularly. The sun damages no matter what. As we know from our skin can be burned even on a cloudy day. You can get sun exposure during the winter and get burns, and the same thing can happen with your eyes.
So what are the best ways to protect our eyes?
First of all, there's three things to look for. You need to make sure that you always wear sunglasses. You need to protect yourself from the sun with hats and umbrellas, things like that. And the third thing is just trying to avoid sun exposure if you can. But with sunglasses, you need to look for three things. First of all, you need to look for an ultraviolet filter. And you have to be careful because an UV tint or UV filter is not the tint. The tint is the color of the glasses is not a protection. It's just to guard you from the brightness.
You brought a whole bunch of different types here. Tell me why some of these are what you would recommend.
Well, of course, style is the number one thing that we look for most of all. You want to look the best you can with the bling and everything else. But a UV filter is something that you don't know you have unless you actually take it to a reputable company and they put it on a meter to see if it's protecting your eyes. The second thing is a polarization. Polarization is something that will protect your eyes from light that bounces off of shiny objects.
Now, is that like a reflective lens? That's not, you know, we've seen that almost looks like it's mirrored. That's not what you're talking about.
Not mirrored. You don't really know. And the way you can tell if you have a UV filter, there's things like this right here. If you look through a polarized lens, it will make that jump out. But also, if you hold a polarized lens up to a computer screen, an LCD screen, and you turn it 90 degrees, it will make the screen go black. So you can actually test it yourself to see if the lens is polarized.
Okay, I've never heard of that. Great tip. And at what age should we, I mean, do we put sunglasses on our little kids?
You know, as long as they can wear the glasses, most kids rip them off, as you probably know with your triplets. But if you can get your children to protect their eyes from the sun early, it's much better off. But especially at our ages, you know, here in Arizona, we need to protect our eyes as much as we possibly can.
All right, fantastic. What if folks want to ask more questions about protecting their eyes, even if we wear contacts and such? How can they get a hold of you guys?
Yeah, you're always welcome to go to any reputable optical company. You're welcome to come see us. Mainly go see your eye doctor. Ask him or her exactly what you need to do to protect your eyes.
All right, and I love that the tips you pointed out on the sunglasses. We don't think about that.
We don't.
So do we have to spend big bucks?
Not particularly, but you have to be careful. If you buy it, you have to make sure that it has. Just because it has the sticker on there does not mean that it has the UV, that it's a polarized lens. You need to, you know, the customer has to beware.
Imagine that false marketing for
Amazing.
some people. Thank you so much for joining us, Dr. Roper. We appreciate it. Again, we'll put all the information on Southwest Eye Center on azfamily.com. Coming up.